Alright, so I'm going to be talking to y'all today about my fueling strategy, some of the gear I'll be using in the Garmin Marathon. Again, fuel is critical when you're running a marathon. If you don't take in enough fuel, you're going to hit that 20-mile wall. You're going to, as they say, bonk. Right? You're going to get to a point where you just don't feel like you can keep going, and that's likely because your glycogen stores have been depleted. So that's why you carb load leading up to race day, and then make sure you're fueling before the race, take in some carbohydrates, and then during the race. So here's what I plan to do, and this kind of stems from the 100K that I ran back in November. It's going to be very similar in terms of carbs per hour. It's the exact same gels, liquid fuel that I'll be using. So my plan is to take at least 4 gels. So 2 of the Never Second. I really like the Never Second berry. Those are caffeinated, and then the mixed berry Go gels. I'll take at least 2 of those, maybe 3, and so that's where it comes to 86 to 94 grams of carbs per hour is what it's going to average out to, depending on if I take that third one or not. Just depends on how I'm feeling, how my stomach feels throughout the day. So my plan is to take one of the Never Second gels like 10 minutes before the race starts, and then 30 minutes in, a Go gel, and then every 40 minutes after that, I'll be taking another gel. So I'll probably go Never Second, then Go gel, Never Second, Go gel, and then that last Go gel if I decide I want it. In terms of tailwind, I'll have 2 scoops of that in each of these. So I'll be carrying those 2 in this belt. So this is one of the gear pieces. It's new, something new I'm trying. I still need to run some more with it. I've done a couple of runs, and my long run on Saturday, it's a little bit tight, and it just felt like it was putting a lot of pressure on my stomach, which made my stomach have a little bit of issues. So I'm not sure if it was that, if it was the fueling, it was hot. So just need to do some more running with it just to kind of fill it out and get used to it more. But the plan for now is both of these filled with 2 scoops each of the tailwind. I'll be doing the watermelon, and that's going to be 100 carbohydrates between the 2. And then I have this handheld carry flask that I'll be taking as well with 2 scoops of tailwind. So each one of those will have 2 scoops. That comes to 150 grams of carbs. So that's the gear, the handheld, the 2 flasks. That'll be in the belt along with all of my gels. And so in terms of fueling, that comes out to, got it here, calories is going to be 1,140. Sodium is 2,590 milligrams. Carbohydrates is 282 grams. And then caffeine will be 150 milligrams total. So that comes out to an average of, depending on if I take that last gel, anywhere from 346 to 380 calories per hour. Sodium is going to be between 826 to 863 milligrams. Carbohydrates will be 86 to 94 grams per hour. Caffeine is 50 milligrams. And then it'd be roughly 16 ounces of liquid per hour, so half a liter. And I'll probably drink more than that. I'll probably plan on grabbing cups of water. They're going to have cups of water at the aid stations. So as I need more fluid, I'll be taking that in. Just because there is some research suggesting that these carbohydrate mixes, when you flood your stomach, it kind of pulls in water to your stomach to process that, so that can lead to a little bit of dehydration. Also, all those carbohydrates and electrolytes in your stomach, if you don't have enough water, it can be part of what leads to gut issues. So probably drinking cups of water on course. So I'll probably get more than half a liter per hour. My goal again is 250, so everything I'm just averaging based off of 3 hours. I have tried these pickle juicers just to get in some extra sodium. I love pickles. I love pickle juice. This has 520 milligrams, but I think the 800 is going to be enough, the 8 to 850 range. I'll probably carry this with me, and if it's super hot and I'm sweating a ton, then I may take that, depending on how I feel. But I think that potentially could have led to upset stomach as well this past week, but did try that. So that's my fueling. Again, I'm going to be using a belt and a handheld to carry it. And then these are the shoes that I plan on running in. It's the Nike Zoom Fly 6s. I've only done one run in them, felt pretty good. I got a 10-mile run tomorrow that I'm going to be trying to do at marathon pace. So I'll be wearing them tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's my fueling strategy. That's the gear that I'll be carrying in my marathon. Don't want to rely on the aid stations really for anything other than maybe some water. Just because, again, it's important to practice with the fuel that you're going to have in race day. So they're going to have Morton gels, or Martin gels, however you say that, Gatorade and water. And so I don't really drink Gatorade, so I don't want that to be my fueling of source, especially when I'm trying to get in carbohydrates through my liquid, as well as sodium. Gatorade's not going to be what I've been practicing with. So all that to say, you need to practice your fueling. You know, if you want to use what they have at the race, you need to find out well in advance. That way, as you're practicing and training on your long runs, you can go ahead and buy the same gels that they'll have at the race, the same fluid. But ultimately, you really need to figure out what works best for you. So I would recommend trying a bunch of different things. This so far has been what I have found works well for me. I do plan on this summer maybe trying some other different things just to see if anything works better, where you can always potentially improve. But for now, this is what I plan on doing, and just wanted to share that with y'all for this week's episode. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Again, would really appreciate you hitting that like button, hitting subscribe. Would love to grow this channel. So thank y'all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.